I could help you with getting control of your home, is that something you'd be interested in for free? Now for some of our replayers, it may be your first time, or you may not have completed it last time if you were a participant of the challenge the first time that it went around, or you might just need a refresher. I know for myself, I am constantly reviewing, well, going through the house. I have 2 children. I have a daughter who's 9, a son who's 8, and my husband. But I have fabric everywhere, and I knit and crochet as well. So I have hooks and needles and yarn. I don't even know how many bins of yarn. I have my mom actually helping me, and she is taking inventory because laundry baskets are my friend when I first start. And I happen to have a basement, a main floor, and the bedrooms are on the top floor. Very simply, it could be used in a variety of ways, but what I do is I say, okay, this basket represents things that belong in the basement. This basket represents things that belong on the main floor. This basket represents things that go to the bedrooms. I don't even distinguish whose bedroom, I just know it goes on that floor. And what I do is I walk through, sometimes I might just start on the main floor if I'm really overwhelmed. Yep, plastic crates, exactly. Anything that you can put to contain it. I go through room by room, anything visual. I don't go through drawers at this point, but as I go through each room, just anything I see, we're not going through drawers, we're not doing anything like that right now, just surface things that don't belong in that room, you assign it to a basket, basement, main floor, or bedrooms. And I go through the whole house like that, and then depending on how much energy I have, I may, hi lady, recouture. Yeah, and it is crazy. But I only fill up 1 basket per floor. That is my trick. And so when I'm filling up the basket, I bring it to the appropriate floor, and my job is I have to unload it. So let's use the bedrooms, for example, because it's often my children's items that are all over the house. So what I will do is I'll say, okay, these go up to the bedrooms, I unload it. And what I do is I just, on a desk in their room, I am just unloading that laundry basket and putting stuff in that room. And then I know at least it is in the right room. So who has a specific question about decluttering? I went and purchased some organizational stuff so I can actually see what I have. Yes. And how to keep it up. We are going to talk about that on one of the days in the challenge. Yeah, so for the first day or 2, you just do that general declutter. So I'll tell you what our series generalizations are. The first thing we do is big declutter of the house. The next step, we're going to go room by room and put the things that we've dumped in the room from other places in the home, and we're going to deal with those. Then we're going to talk about maintaining it, and we're also going to spend a day talking about sentimental items or collections that we have, because those are the hardest, I find, to get rid of. So I do have some ideas on that. Do with all the stuff that I want to get rid of. I have tons of baby stuff and clothes. Thanks, lady, just followed. Okay, so what I have been doing that has worked very successfully is my children, yeah, sentimental, I know. We're going to have a big day on that too, but since that's where everyone has trouble, there's a couple of things that I do. For the baby clothes, I choose a select few items that I would want to keep, either to pass on to future grandchildren. I know my kids are only 8 and 9 years old right now, but future grandchildren who may want to wear it, or that I may want to put into a quilt, and I make those. I make baby clothes quilts to memorialize them. Yep, you could sort it into piles, exactly, sell, give away, keep. So I keep the special things that I really don't want to, and I try and keep that limited, so it's no bigger than a banker's box. And then I will put other things that I don't want, but they are still, I find, in good condition. So I put them in a bin, and I will bring those to a consignment shop. We have a child's consignment shop here in Southern Ontario, Canada. There's one called Once Upon a Child, but I'm sure they're all over. Exactly. I go on Kijiji or Craigslist or online, and people are nickel and diming you. I've saved them for garage sales. It's not worth it. So what I've been doing is I put it in, I bring it to the consignment shop, and they take what they want. And my deal is, and I tell the kids this too because we're doing it with their toys now, whatever they don't take, I'm just donating. Because really, it's already out of my house. I want to keep it out of my house. So they sort through it. They take what they want. They offer me money. I get a little bit of money. On the way home, I stop off at the Salvation Army. Hey, thanks, lady, for inviting some. Yeah, you could do eBay. But the problem that I find is then it's in the house. I'm spending a lot of energy for like a $5 item. And it's harder to part with because you've given it a dollar value. So that was my big hang up, and I had to get over it. So as soon as I gave myself permission to, okay, I am going to make some money on this at the consignment shop, but it's out of my home, and on the way home, I don't bring it back. And then I forget. I forget what's in there. Thank you. And I love sharing the information with everybody. So it's out of the house and it's gone. Sometimes, if you really want to get rid of it quickly and you don't think it has enough value for a consignment shop, because they are pretty particular in what they receive, we have an online advertising site called Kijiji, KIJIJI.com. Yeah, clothes not so much. And I will say a bag of size 4 girls' clothes or t-shirts free. And I'm telling you, within 3 minutes of posting it, I have someone saying, I'll come in an hour. And you can also post on those advertising lists that you need to come by 5 o'clock today, or don't contact me. So you could do that. Again, it's a little bit more work because then people are like, can I see pictures? Can I do this? So the consignment route is the best. So with the children's toys, I have a home daycare as well. Yeah, exactly. That's why you go 20 minutes later, the consignment shop has gone through it all and just get rid of it on the way home. I think it takes me an hour, but it's out of my house. It's gone and I don't have to think about it. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Star Creations. You can also do local selling pages on Facebook. But again, people are looking for a deal. They want 1 million pictures. It really depends on how much time you want to invest into it and how badly you just want it out. When I feel like I can't even breathe because the stuff is all around me, I just want it out of the house. And it just, lifts off. Don't waste time. Yeah. If there's something that I feel is $20 or more value, I will take the time on Kijiji to do. Or, to sell it, or eBay, or some option like that. But exactly, sometimes you're just drowning. Get rid of it. You can breathe so much better. So what is your main area? For me, it's kids' toys, because I have a home daycare. So everything that my kids have kept, I've had to keep for the daycare, because now I have 1-year-old to 9-year-old in the house. Absolutely. Just get started. You're right, Star Creations. One of the other, I play games in my head. And sometimes on Facebook, there are cleaning groups. I think there's a bingo group that got me into it. Because, do I want to spend 8 hours doing this? No. Yeah, exactly. But if you think about it, you can make money off of it if you do it. But is your time more important? Is the dollar value big enough? And also think the real estate that it is taking up also has a dollar value, right? Because it's taking up your space and it's adding mental, emotional, maybe physical stress to you just looking at it all the time. Thank you. So those are things to consider. What is the most value? Your health? Having that empty space where your kids can play, or you and your husband can enjoy date night, or maybe it's your bedroom and it's not a sanctuary because there's so much stuff falling on you, you're afraid to sleep, or you have nowhere to sleep because it's all on the bed or under the bed, or you trip in the middle of the night. My number one place, if you're looking for a place to start and it's just the whole house is destroyed and you don't know where to start, I start with my bedroom first, because when I sleep better, I'm a better person. Thank you. Thank you. And, you know, just knowing that I have a place to escape. My second area is my children's room. For the next reason is they will feel better. The third place I do for hygiene reasons is the bathrooms. If I am getting 2 minutes to myself, you can bet I'm going to be putting my little tushy on a clean toilet. So that is next. Or if I'm getting a shower and I want to have, you know, again, 10 minutes to myself, I want to know that that shower is clean and I just enjoy it so much better. The next area that I do is the kitchen, because I don't like to cook where it's messy and I'm a little bit of a germaphobe. So if I know that my counters are clean, now, does that mean decluttered completely? No. But if I know that they're wiped down and I can wipe them down because there are not random things on it, then that works for me. So I'll just start with that, get out my Windex. Oh, and we were talking about the games. So they have bingo online, house cleaning bingo. I don't even know how I found it, but I can share that. And what you do is you come up with 9 different activities. One that's 3 of the items are 5-minute activities. 3 of the items are 15 or 10-minute activities, and 3 of them are 15-minute activities. And someone will just call out a random number like number 9. Number 9 is a 15-minute activity. You set your timer for 15 minutes and you go and you do it. And when I'm breaking out doing the overall general declutter, I will put, I want to spend 5 minutes in this room and just get all the things that don't belong in it into this laundry basket. I'm really glad for this challenge too, because about once every couple months I get it to a point, and we are going to talk about maintaining it and such, but there's other people who live in the house besides me. My son is 8, my daughter's 9, my husband, awesome, and they make a mess. I can't control what they do. So once every couple months I give in and say, all right, I'll go through the house and just do that little bit of a deeper decluttering.